I have been led to believe from the powers that be that you do need a DOT permit.
Well, I have.
Because even if we put a dumpster out, we have to get a permit. You know, and it's only a temporary fixture. Even if it's there for 24 hours, we have to have a permit. There you go.
I've read everything. That's the same thing as a dumpster. Well, except it's a vending stand. It's not a dumpster.
It's a piece of metal structure.
It's very important.
Okay.
There are numerous rules and codes that go with it, and I will obviously
check with it. Okay.
Well, I've checked, and I know that's not the case, but I'm not telling you it is or it isn't. And if I'm wrong, I'm wrong, and that's the way it is. But I certainly.
And if I'm wrong, I'm dead wrong.
Well, my name's Marvin Gates.
Tom Corrigan.
Tom, I'm pleased to meet you. This is what the advice has been given me to do, and that is make sure that whoever inquires, and I've been, the gentleman I spoke to last night, Tom, said, "Oh, everything you're telling me doesn't matter because those are commercial spaces." Well, that's not the case, and so I certainly and he said, "We'll agree to disagree," and I said, "I'm not disagreeing with you. I mean, I know what I know, you know what you know," and at any rate, it was certainly pleasant. He said maybe he's wrong, and I certainly said maybe I'm wrong. But in every case in the spring, I was in 11 different locations. The Officer Helms and Delgado came to visit me after I'd just been there the week before to the precinct, giving them. They came because outside the Park Avenue Armory, they were having an art show there, and I was set up, and they didn't want me there. I mean, just the way this gentleman. Yeah. I understand that. They came, they vetted me. They said, "We've never seen a vending stand like this. We've got to go to legal." And then they obviously satisfied the powers that be at the Armory that they were running me through my paces. And this is all anecdote. I'm just telling you this. Okay, so then they came back 2 hours later. Officer Delgado and the van said, "Legal said yes, just, the president's coming down next week. Don't be on Park Avenue then because the powers that be don't care about this. They've got to clear the streets." I said, I'm not going to be here anyway, but that's that. I was outside of Sotheby's on York. I was outside the Jewish Museum. These are very sensitive places that are, and the gentlemen such as yourself, the person at the Jewish Museum who was the former sheriff, I can't remember the town upstate that he told me. He said, "This isn't about art, this is about security." And this is stuff. They did the exact same thing. They called the precinct, obviously, and I believe that I've crossed every T and dotted every I. Okay. And so I, and I'll be pleased to call the.
If this guy comes back to you again, you tell him you spoke to me. Okay.
I'll be pleased. Thank you. You too, Tom. Please take one of those.
Oh, thank you. I guess you're Marvin.
I am Marvin.
Thank you. Appreciate that. That's pretty interesting. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it.
Like something was longer than expected.
Watch your heads.
I know. Is the camera just on one picture then?
It's actually on two pictures.
Oh, okay. So it's just like documenting the.
It's just documenting the change of the light.
Right. Yeah.
And neighborhoods all have a feeling, and
skepticisms in different places, maybe.
Yeah.
Right, right.
Well, yeah, because it could be quite sinister depending where it is, or it could be very inviting, you know.
On the Lower East Side, I remember a Chinese man, and I was pushing it around, and it's heavy, and you sort of have to watch, you know, the people in advance. And a Chinese man said, "Nobody cares what you're doing." I think of that. There's something that happens that's,
Yeah.
you know, very far out of my control, except I'm doing it.
Yeah, that's why this is so interesting, because it's like the opposite of a photo booth to me. It's an
Yeah, it's a
anti-photo
more
booth.
gentle touch
It is, yeah.
on
Yeah.
interaction with the public.
Yeah. We'll head down.
Yeah.
Marvin, pleasure. Lovely
Likewise.
to meet you. Yeah.
Nice meeting
Nice
you
to
too.
meet you.
Patrick,
I'm
Steph,
sure we'll
thanks.
see you.
Great,
We'll be around. Good luck with the rest of it.
great. Spread the word.
We will.
Great. Have a good time. Bye-bye.